Shalom.
Shalom.
So a few brothers here from the ZionisnearBA camp, a branch of the Great Millstone Atlanta. And before we get started, we want to give all glory, all praise, all honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. So, a lot of things are going on here in Babylon. We're watching it fall, and we're watching some shameful spewing coming out on this place. We're seeing some major headlines that you know that we're not just looking at, but the world is looking at. The world is seeing what's going on with Babylon the Great and how it's just not so great anymore. They've been trying to make it great, make it better, build it back better, make it great again, but it just ain't gonna happen. This place can't be healed. And Babylon being America, this place that we're sitting in. So currently, we're gonna start out with Isaiah 47 and just go from there.
This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Yeah, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So this isn't talking about ancient Babylon that Nebuchadnezzar ran. This is talking about the daughter of Babylon, the virgin daughter, the untouched daughter of Babylon. So it's very similar, it has the same characteristics of Babylon, but it's talking about here, America, this place that we're standing in. It says, sit in the dust, come down and sit in the dust. Can you grab that from the blue letter? Actually, dust, or dust, but keep going.
Okay. It says, "Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans."
Yeah, so this was that place that has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. It's been lifted up. It's been the golden city of the whole earth. Everybody's wanted to come into America for ages. People prosper here, people grow here, and it's been all the shiny lights, all the shiny things that people want to come to. And so they've been coming, but we're about to reach the downfall of this place. As we know, empires last for about 250 years. We're coming up on that 250th year next year, 2026. And this place is being cast down. It's coming to sit on the ground in this low place. I'm gonna let these sirens pass by real quick.
Yeah, I was looking at it now. Yeah, I got you. But you got it, bro.
Oh yeah, come and sit on the ground. So come to a low place. They've been in this high place, high and lofty. They're being cast down to the ground. So into the dust. Sit in the dust. So if we could get that word dust, Baba Kasho.
I'm still translated, but it does start with I. Let me just get the.
Show me the word again. I think it's Ipar.
Apar. And it says dry earth, dust, powder, ashes, earth, ground, motar, rubbish.
Yeah. And why is earth and ashes proud?
Mm-hmm.
You're coming back to where you came from. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You're going back down to the ground.
Right.
This America that's been built up so high and lofty, it's coming back down because of pride. It's coming back down, all the way down, where it belongs, truly. And when I'm speaking of Babylon the Great, America, I'm speaking of the Edomites as well, because Babylon and Edom, their destinies are intertwined. Their manifest destinies are intertwined, which is both destruction. They're going in. The Edomites, so-called white people, including the ones calling themselves the Lord's people in the Lord's land, they're all just Edomites. There's no difference between them. Maybe between tribes, but they're all of the same nation. You know, Esau tries to pretend like there's a difference between them, like they're the Lord's chosen people and we're just white people over there. No, you're all the same people. And you're all going into the dust. Yep.
This is Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah.
Got it.
Very similar. Whose habitation is high. Babylon's been in a high place. Edom has been in a high place. They've been on the top of the social hierarchy, as well as Babylon. They've both been at the top. But the Lord's about to roll them down that mountain. They're going to roll all the way down to be the absolute bottom, because the Edomites are actually the basest of all men. They've been preaching their supremacy for decades, or for centuries at this point, but they're the exact opposite. These are just insecurities that have come out and it's pretty much a Napoleon complex.
Mm-hmm.
Their supremacy complex. They're nothing of the sort. They are base men, and their kingdom that they've run is a base kingdom. The Lord's just lifted them up to make a great example of them, but they're going into the dust, into the ground, to the lowest position. You got it.
This is Ezekiel 38, verse 11, because the brother's going into prophecy. What city is destined to be destroyed? You know, it says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, which lines up with that virgin, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Untouched city.
Yeah, right. It says, I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates. This is that virgin city. America has never felt the pain that the so-called Hispanics have felt. America has not been a country that has been invaded, man. This is that virgin daughter, man.
Yep.
It's very simple to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last time America got touched, in which was Pearl Harbor, in which Hawaii wasn't even a state at that point. It was just a territory. So really, it's untouched. That was like the closest it's gotten, but it's fully coming this time. And you go back to ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon didn't get destroyed in the manner that prophetic mystery Babylon is about to be destroyed.
Right.
Those are nuclear missiles. A nuclear destruction is coming for America very soon. It's going to be cast into the ground. Keep going with that, Isaiah.
Isaiah 47, continuing on, it says, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah. No more be called tender and delicate, because you're about to be touched. You're going to be touched. It's coming. And things are coming out to where you can't be called tender and delicate as well. There's a lot of underlying dirt that America's been doing, and these things are coming out. Your exposure is happening as well.
Verse 2, take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
I love that line right there. It's very poetic and descriptive of your exposure, of the exposure of Babylon the Great, of America. America is being exposed. That is what we're watching right now, especially if you've been following along with what the conservatives, those Christian nationalists have been talking about recently, and that's these Epstein files, which has been an ongoing saga for years at this point. We're hearing about the Epstein files. They're gonna come out. Well, recently, they were just saying that Trump is in these files, and that he had some guy named Bubba in his mouth. That is insane. The president of the free world, he smokes pole. Basically, is what's being said. This is exposure. This is making bare the thigh, passing over the rivers. This is very shameful spewing. That's what is coming out. This is, and it's not just this. You're also seeing that all of the elite of this place are just a bunch of PDF files.
Yep.
Bunch of Adobe Acrobats PDF files just raging.
That's probably what happened with Trump and Elon Musk, that whole dispute. Because remember, he was talking about the files.
Yeah.
And they got to an argument.
Yeah.
So a lot of people try to hide behind closed doors. They're the devil.
Yeah, he's distanced
Freaky
himself.
devils.
He's distanced himself from them. But they're all pals in the back. They're all touching on each other.
It's all free.
Yeah,
A whole bunch of freaky Timonites and
yeah.
just
But that's just your nature. That's how you are. So you're created to be like that. You're crooked individuals. Basest of all men. And that's what you would do. And that's also how you stay in power. You do a bunch of very depraved and sinful acts, and that gives you power on the left-hand side. That's why you touch little boys. That's why you guys, why you're choking on Bubba as well. That's why you're doing these things.
Crazy.
To stay in power. But you can't stay in power like that. It's coming down.
Yeah.
You're being exposed.
That was
Yeah.
I got a quick one for you.
Yeah, let's get it.
This is Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Yeah, that bloody city being America, the prey being the Israelites. Woe to this place. It's all full of lies and murder. How'd they get this place? They took out the tribe of Gad, took it from them. Latinos, Native Americans just took it from them, slaughtered us all. All the lies, all the lies, this place is built on lies. Even just look at Christopher Columbus. That's not even his name. This place just starts out as lies. He's not even Italian. Lies. All of this is lies. He wasn't searching for East India over there, the Indies, the East India. He always knew he was coming here. Lies. These are just lies.
Came with interpreters.
Yeah,
Why would
came
he do
with
that if he just so happened to stumble upon you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he thank Esdras in his journals? Because he used the Bible to find the Israelites, and because he's of their greed, their insatiable greed. And it's just a place of lies, but this place is being exposed and it's being brought down as well.
I have that word blood for you. Hold on, that's mine. Now I skipped over the noun, but I'm gonna go to the verb. It says to smear or stain with blood, to cause to bleed from blood, meaning to give a hunted animal its first taste of blood. A cunning hunter.
Yeah, he is a cunning hunter.
The prey departeth not.
And since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And so we're coming into your judgment, which that judgment starts out with exposure. So if we go back to 47.
I got another one that kind of popped in my head when we was talking about all that nasty stuff.
Salakia.
Zephaniah 3 and 1. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city.
You got it.
Yeah, man. Just like the brother's going to. It's a lot of filth being exposed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, just disgusting things being exposed about this place. And just like we read in Isaiah, no more be called delicate. Everybody's looking at America now all over the world like that is a nasty place. That is a filthy place. They do this, to the same sex, and it's just like that's just like the thing over there. And in other places of the world, you'll get killed for something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's just like normal over here. Normal as hell.
Yeah, defended.
Yeah. And it's shameful because you're embarrassed. Y'all are embarrassed and in denial about this stuff, but it's been going on since the inception of this place. Since you came out with your sword, came out, doing all of your wickedness. What are we at, 3?
Yeah, verse 3, Isaiah 47 and 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Because you've been uncovering everybody, all these other people's nakedness.
Yeah.
You've been doing this. And that nakedness it's just showing your exposure. You're being exposed. You're being brought down currently. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is coming to fully bring you down. Will you repeat that last little bit? I will not meet you as a man.
Okay. Isaiah 47 in verse 3 at the end, it says, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah. Our Redeemer's come, Yahushai, which you could even relate that to Deuteronomy 28:68, the Redeemer. And no man shall buy you. That word buy goes into redeem. But we have a Redeemer, and he is coming. And he's not going to meet you as a man. Even what's going on now, these are just, you don't even know where this stuff is coming from. You can't even control it at this point, which shows y'all are probably going to have to shut down the internet very soon, because you can't even control this, all this shameful spewing that's coming out about you. That's the Lord not meeting you as a man. These things are just coming out.
Yep. The chariots.
The chariots,
That's why basically he just had to just, release it.
Yeah.
And tell the people that it's a normal thing, but also prepping the people up to go against the angels.
Yeah. Because you're such a dirty individual, you're going to try to fight the Lord when he returns.
Yeah.
Y'all are crazy, but your end is coming. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the exposure. We're seeing the shame, being filled with shame for shameful spewing, being on your glory. You grab Habakkuk 2:16. I keep saying that. So
Can I get something real quick?
Yeah.
This is Revelations 12.
Oh, no, you're good.
This is Revelations 12 and verse 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of our anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night." So yeah, that's the Lord coming back, exposing this place. Now the fingers are being pointed at Esau Edom instead of Jake, because at first it was looking like Jake was just the worst part of America, man. When we really the best thing of this place.
Yeah.
You devils are just the filth that you put out and the things that you've been trying to cover up. Now it's been exposed. Now the finger is being pointed at you. So you can't really accuse us of all of this stuff, all the violence and all the poor and the welfare. As a matter of fact, I recently saw a video. Eve went inside the food stamp office talking about, look at all these white folks on food stamps.
Yeah.
Just exposing them.
Yeah.
First it was looking like we was, taking advantage of the government, but it's really them.
Yeah.
Of course, Jake do be on, taking government assistance, but it's mostly Esau.
Yeah, the accuser of thy brethren. That word accuser goes in, it's from categoreo. So they've been categorizing us, and they've been trying to place the blame on us. Like we're the violent people. No, you're the Edomites. Your blessing is the sword. You're the violent man. You're the bloody man. You are the profane man. If you grab Hebrews 12 as well.
Okay.
Y'all are the despicable ones. You're the basest of men, but you've been pointing fingers at us for centuries. I keep saying decades, centuries, long time. And these fingers are being pointed back at you. It's all of everything you've done. What do they call it? Projecting.
Yeah.
You've just been projecting onto us what you've truly been doing forever, for ages.
Can I ask something to both of y'all points real quick? Last week I did a lesson. It could have been the week before last, but I did some research in my lesson, and I looked up who was basically using, most of the government benefits, and it actually said it was so-called white people, like 44%.
Yeah, they're what they think is the majority of the population. Sometimes, because even you look at these numbers, these are being exposed. Because sometimes you count Latinos as white people, but then when there's criminal numbers, you count them as themselves. Everything about this place is just a lie. Like everything is a lie, and it's all been manipulated. And all your little fake statistics, those are being exposed as well. It's just exposure time for you, Esau.
I got the Habakkuk.
Yeah, let's get it.
You mind if I go up to verse 14?
Let's do it.
Come on, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. See, the truth is getting out there more and more. And they looking at Esau like, hold on, he's really a bitch ass nigga. Like, he's a backdoor. He's the type of individual who will backdoor you. But continuing on, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. That's what you was going to,
Yeah, and that drink is going into these different philosophies they put out.
Yeah.
They have all these they have massive amounts of philosophies, which really they're just lies. This place is full of lies. The biggest lie of it being all of Judeo-Christianity. That's a complete and total lie. That guy, JC, that's a lie. That's a huge lie, and that has made the people drunk. People are drunk from believing on this
JC.
This image right here. They believe on this. They believe on that name. They believe on that image. Those are all lies. And what do they tell you? They tell you that the laws, statutes, commandments are done away with, causing people to sin, letting them sin. They tell you that, what other philosophies they have? Oh, they push alphabet lifestyle everywhere, causing people to sin.
Woman worship.
Woman worship, yeah, that Queen of Heaven spirit, they push that around. They push their supremacy around, which all of Judeo-Christianity is nothing more than just Edomite supremacy. That's what that is. They've got massive, lots of drink. They put a lot of drink out here. It's like a big keg party or something. Yeah.
Just like COVID. Back in 2019, when all started, they was claiming it came from bats.
Yeah.
So as soon as it touched over here in Babylon the Great, aka America, they're looking at us. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Okay, so that's a prime example. Even the little things are a lie to the big things.
Yeah.
It just came from fucking bats and Asians. That was y'all niggas, basically.
Yeah. And even a little more exposure, they were saying that it actually, that thing actually didn't affect Amalek. The Amalek wasn't affected by that. That's just going into it, showing you who's behind all the problems of the earth. It's you Edomites.
You want that verse 16?
Yeah, let's get 16.
Habakkuk 2 and going on to verse 16, and it reads, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." The
Yeah.
cup of,
Shame for glory. You have gloried in your Judeo-Christianity. People are starting to understand that that is a lie. That those people you've placed in the land are a lie. That these philosophies you've pushed around the earth, starting with Judeo-Christianity, is a lie. That your morality is a lie. You're actually just treacherous people. You can't hold to your word. If this Epstein stuff is true, that's disgusting. That's showing that you're a lie. You guys are just, this is shameful spewing coming out on your glory. All these things you gloried in, it's all been cast down. Right before your destruction. You get embarrassed first, and then you get destroyed.
that's a bad way to go out.
Yeah.
Here it is. You're like a rabbit out the goddamn hole, just to get hunted, just to get sniped.
Yeah.
You know? That's basically Esau. All this money, all this fake glory he received. You know, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, just for you to just fall within an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
But continuing on in verse 16, and it reads, "The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory."
Shameful spewing is on your glory.
Let me get that word spew.
Yeah.
Let's see what that word spew means. I'm gonna go on the online etymology right quick.
Okay.
This the word spew is a verb, and it says vomit, throw up, spit, or cough up. So it's like, let's just say somebody, you know, smiling in your face, they had a suit and tie, they had all this money, just for them to just throw up, and you looking at him like, oh, this nigga ain't what he really, you know, say he is.
Yeah.
And then now he's all in his head, wailing. Hey, Esau's a wailer. Going all the way back to Genesis, man. Okay,
Yeah.
he's always been like a whining individual. And when he don't get his way, you know, he throw a temper tantrum, and he goes right to that blessing, that sword, and eradicate people, man. That's his ways.
Yeah. Unruly child. You're just a bad kid. Bad child, and you're about to be sat down. Sit down on the ground. In timeout. You're getting a huge timeout from the whole earth.
Sore loser.
Yeah.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you know, that's why they're gonna come down on everybody else, because they see themselves falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, that's really like a bitch type spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you see you falling, you being exposed, so you gonna just go out and start killing and destroying everybody else. You know, just to make you feel better about going down. Just make sure you don't go down by yourself, or to make sure don't nobody else come up when you go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just start taking everybody else down.
And they even have Amalek's got what they call the Samson option, where if they're attacked, their nukes are just going to shoot off. Russia's got something very similar. I think it's the Death Hand or something like that. I imagine America's got something similar. So they're really just going to try to destroy the whole entire planet so that nobody else can rule. And that's how they show you as well in movies. They always, you know, the end of the world. They make it act like the world's actually going to fully end. But the Lord told us He made the earth for man to dwell in. It's not going to fully end. It's just your rulership comes to an end. We're just at the end of your world. We're at the end of your confusion. All this confusion you put out, the earth is just coming back to how it's actually supposed to be. All your glory, these things you've gloried in, these basically your turning of the earth upside down. It's going back right side, and there's nothing you can do about it, Esau.
Yeah, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Imagine being exposed as a basically a whole ass nigga, but then you just say fuck everybody and try to destroy everybody. The Lord's not gonna let that happen. Well, the earth about it forever, and there's a group of people that will be saved. You know?
Yeah, Genesis is not all nations gonna be saved either.
Yeah. Only Israel who will rule the world without end. It's coming. Just Israel. Go back to Isaiah 47. Probably show.
Isaiah 47 and verse 4. It says, "As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is His name, the Holy One of Israel." Verse 5.
In Salakia, I said Redeemer earlier. That's where it is. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. This is that by going into redeem, and no man shall redeem you. This is our Redeemer, Yahweh Shai. He's coming to put down the wicked and save His elect. You got it.
Verse 5, it says, "Sit thou silent, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms."
Yeah, the daughter of the Chaldeans. And you even think about it, this great awakening is happening here in America, in Babylon the Great, under the Chaldeans, and our forefather Abraham. He's awakened from Ur, the Chaldees. So, very similar. But, can you read that one more time?
It's, verse 5, it says, "Sit thou silent, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms."
Thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, because you're about to be defiled. These nations are about to come against you. They don't respect you anymore. You've got two sitting presidents that are possibly or allegedly involved in some scandalous acts together. Or not two sitting presidents, you got a former president and a current sitting president, with, Bubba being old Billy Clinton. And that's supposedly Trump had him like, ew. But yeah, these folks don't respect you anymore. And they're about to show you that. That's why you're being cast down. Can you get blue letter for lady? That word lady? 47, Isaiah 47? He's got it. Read 6.
Verse 6, Isaiah 47 and 6, "I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke."
Yeah. The Lord was upset with us. We broke the first covenant. And I mentioned Deuteronomy 28 earlier. First are the blessings, 1 through 15, and then past there, all the way to 68, are the curses that would come upon us. And so we were under the curses. Those curses had us go to a nation of fierce continents, as it says in Deuteronomy 28. It also talks about the yoke of iron, how they put this yoke of iron. So it's really showing you that this is that same nation that we were under, really. And but yeah, he was wroth with us, with his people, the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and we've been in their hand, the Edomites' hand. And the Lord uses them as his sword to punish the nations. And he really punished us under this nation. But we're coming into the time where we're coming out of it, and these curses that have been on us are about to be put onto the Edomites as well as the other nations.
Got that word?
Yes.
This is the word for lady in Isaiah 47:5. It says, God Barath, and it says lady, queen, mistress of servants.
Yeah. So it's not like evening ladies. It's not like a nice thing to call them a lady. It's a mistress, a queen. You go into the etymon for queen, Q-U-E-A-N. Yeah, E-A-N. It goes into whore. This is the same whore that rides the beast. Same whore. And it's not going to be called a lady anymore. It's going down into an even lower place, which
The dust.
yeah, sitting in the dust, sitting on the ground, sitting on the ground.
I wanted to make a quick point because
Yeah.
it says Slocky. It says I have polluted my inheritance and given it to the hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So the Lord gave them power to punish us, but of course they did their own thing, man. And I wanted to get Zechariah 1 in verse 15. It says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So yeah, Esau just went way far and beyond what he had the power to do. And he wanted to keep doing it. So instead of just him falling down, it's going to be like the greatest fall in the history of history, man. Because he's still trying to keep his power to the point where when the Lord come back, he's going to try and fight against the Lord. He's going to try and fight against the men of the Lord. He's going to do everything he can to continue to hold on to that power so he can continue to afflict the Israelites.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
He went far above and beyond. He went too hard. Now it's going to be awful for you. You said in Ecclesiastes, it says, I've seen a man oppress another to his own hurt. You just did it. You went too far, way too far, and now you're about to get double. That cup's about to be full to you double.
Verse Isaiah 47:7, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, the latter end. Same thing as saying latter days. We're talking about the end times, the end of Esau's world. They forgot that they had a temporary blessing. We're at the end of that. And you've got to answer for all the things that you've done. And there was that word lady was there again, right?
Yep.
Did I say it?
It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Yeah, a lady forever. And we were just read that definition. That definition for lady went into mistress or queen. So,
God. This is Nahum chapter, going back to chapter 3, and now we have verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms, plural, okay, of the well-favored harlot.
yeah, so all your filthy acts that you've been doing all around the earth, destabilizing nations, taking children, being little PDF files, doing what you've done to the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All your thefts, all your robberies, all these things are being called into question. And these are things you've gloried in, but that shameful spewing is coming out onto your glory.
Continuing on, and it reads, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Mistress, thou shalt no more be called a lady.
And families through her witchcrafts.
Yeah, because you push this all around the earth. You've been pushing your bottle all around the earth. The nations have drank of your wine, and now the nations are angry.
Right? Verse 5, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. Yeah, imagine a woman who you thought that was, you know, baddie, who got it, classy, whatever you want to call her. She walked across the street and that wind blow.
Yeah.
And her skirt go across her fucking face. And you see all types of lice.
Yeah.
You know.
You see doo-doo stains in her.
Shit. Fuck, man. Hey, man, that's Esau, man.
All sorts of long hairs coming out. Ugh. Ugh. Discharge. All this stuff is coming out on you. Ugh.
Like,
Yeah, you're unclean. This is just, all these things are coming out and you're being exposed. You're not being called a lady at all anymore. The mistress, you're going down.
it's like an anime or a cartoon, like something like SpongeBob. You know, when you see something, your eyes come out your face. You go, oh shit! You want to get rid of it. Right. You know, that's literally Esau. You know, America.
Yeah.
But
Which they're the same.
Yeah. Con. It says, verse 5 again, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Yeah, all the nations are looking at this. They're hearing about these Epstein files. They're seeing these ICE raids. They're seeing you take families and tear them apart. They're seeing this. They're seeing you take little old grandmas and take them away for them to never be seen again. They're seeing you take people that are working, coming and getting them after they finish their work so you don't have to pay them. They're seeing you doing these things. It's your gazing stock. Everybody is looking on America, and eventually it's going to come time to where it's like, yeah, we have to fight these people so that they have no more power on this earth. And it's going to end up being just Babylon, being America, and little Satan, the land of Israel, or the state of Israel, against the world. Everybody's against you. You're gazing stock. You're vile people. You are currently trying to you're trying to justify this stuff too. I heard Megyn Kelly talking about how Epstein's not that bad because the girls weren't that young, something along those lines. It's like, well, you got this age limit. Why do you have this age limit? If you did everything by the law, statutes, and commandments, you wouldn't have a problem in the first place. But you do.
Probably 8, 10 years old, man.
Yeah. Shameful spewing on your glory. Y'all are nothing but hypocrites. Just a few years ago, you were saying diversity is a strength, and now you're tearing apart Latino families. Diversity is a strength. You're taking actual citizens and taking them out. You're taking Native Americans and taking them out, saying they're illegal. It's insane. Shameful spewing is upon thy glory.
The Southern Kingdom taking away certain benefits, which, you know, we ain't too honed on, but it's still effective in a certain form or shape. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're trying to get rid of Jacob. We see it. People see that this is all. It's just racism, really, which ain't no big deal. Good, do it. It said we shall no more stay under him that smote us. So this is just the cords being cut. It said you feed us for a time. You're cutting that, and it's good. We don't want it. We don't want anything from you. We just want Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We want the kingdom. We want your end as well, because you need punishment. You need punishment for all of your hypocrisy, all of your lies, all of your thefts and murders. You got to be brought down, and it's coming.
Having a preset.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I make a point real quick?
Yeah.
Don't forget, man. You know, we got people over in Africa too. You know, now we got people over in Nigeria that's actually Israelites. They trying to go to war over there in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Saying that what they say, it was Christians being attacked or something.
Yeah.
We got Christians being attacked here.
Yeah. You got Christians being attacked in the Israeli state as well.
Yeah.
They spit on Christians there. Why don't you attack them?
Good
But
point.
you won't.
Oh,
You got Christians in Venezuela, and you're trying to attack Venezuela.
Right.
You're a hypocrite.
Yep.
Shameful spewing upon thy
What?
glory.
His words were
You're being
smooth.
exposed, Esau. Fucking suck. You suck.
Oh, and I was just saying his words are smoother than butter, but what was
Yeah.
in his heart?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, you can't trust an Edomite. Never trust thy enemy. Can I get that right quick?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Trust thine.
Oh yeah, that it escaped me. It escaped
Oh, I'm lucky.
This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Yeah, never trust thy enemy. And just like you see some clean iron one day, and then now you see that rust is visible. Hey, that's like Esau, man. It's visibly known that he's a fucking devil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see rust as it starts to come, it'll be like a little speck here and there.
Mhm.
It's like we've even, before waking up, you kind of had glimpses of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you guys ain't right, but it's just a couple of them. It's just a few of them, but that rust is really coming through now. It's like, wow, you are vile individuals.
Yeah.
You guys touch each other, you touch children, you do dirty things. The Lord's got to take you out, basically.
Oh,
Right.
man, you can't. Man, going back to Esau just being vile, man. Remember years ago they had that Pizzagate
Yeah.
scandal, and you people go out here and vote for these goddamn politicians, man. That baffles me. That in the midst of a government shutdown, you people still voting for these PDF files who are ruling over you, man. That's
Right.
crazy.
To the point where niggas are making songs, remixes. One day is F Donald Trump. The next day is I love Donald Trump.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's about to give that $2,000, maybe that dividend he's talking about, and y'all are about to love Donald Trump again.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's okay that he gets on Bubba like that. Like, nah, this is,
He's gonna give us stimulus checks.
yeah,
And you know what? That's a distraction too from what you're talking about, the whole Epstein thing, man. They always gonna give you some distraction, so they're gonna keep. At the top of the year, they were trying to tell you about the whole Epstein files.
Yeah.
They just keep throwing it under the rug. It's gonna go away in about a week time, and it's another distraction that comes up.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about it because every time something comes out about these Epstein files, then Jake gets thrown under.
Yep.
And we saw, I think Bishop put it in the group the other day with Young Thug going to meet with that rabbi.
Yeah.
And he was saying maybe he's about to be sacrificed. Maybe that's what's coming. Because they're about to throw another Jake out there very soon to cover up for what's been going on for Donald Trump and old Bill Clinton, whatever they're talking about.
I got a quick one.
Yeah.
It's going right into what you're talking about. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Like you said, like you saw Karak Jake back to sleep with a check. Like
Yeah.
that easy. A gift destroyeth the heart.
Or food. Jake loves food too.
Right.
Imagine if Esau just came out and said, you know what, for about 2 days y'all can go in the store, get what you want. Niggas would be like, oh, I love this crap. But then when you take away, get snapped out of here, now it's all war again.
Oh, yeah.
That clearly lets you know that Esau, this thing. That lets you know that Esau, he has the monster people basically. And he's trying to brand you to fully control you.
Mm-hmm.
I got that verse 11 for you too, Demaya.
Yeah, let's get it.
Con.
Or actually, let's do this Hebrews real quick. And then we'll go back.
Con.
This is Hebrews 12:16. Least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah.
For
And you could think of this as both carnally and spiritually. Esau is outside of the temple. He's profane. That's what profanity goes into. And fornicator, just all these unlawful sex acts in which they do. Sinful sex acts, which they do both spiritually and carnally, because they have all these different philosophies, so that could be likened unto spiritual adultery, and they push this onto all the world. And then we also understand that they really do these acts as well to each other, to children, and they push this around the earth. These are profane people, and they've got to be taken out of power.
Right.
it says, verse 17, for ye know that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Yeah, you sold your birthright, and then you went and tried to still take the blessing, even though you knew birthright and the blessing go together, and you cried about it, even though you sold it fair and square. You got your belly full. That's what you wanted. You didn't care about your progeny at all. You just wanted to eat now, because you're a spoiled little child, and you're gonna eat. You're about to eat missiles soon.
About to eat big boy yolks.
Big boy yolks of iron. It's gonna be nasty.
Big boy, iron Hebrew yoke.
Yeah. About to get that boot cast over you.
Mm-hmm. I got going back to Ecclesiastes 12. Now we're at verse 11, and it reads, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, stimulus checks, Epstein files, and taken away.
Yeah.
Then he might tell Stephen Curry to go score 80 for you niggas. That's how it works. It might seem funny, but the entertainment of this place, it keeps you at a low vibrational state. A lot of people are rocked back to sleep, man.
Yeah. The food too.
Yep, the food. Yep.
Bread and circus. So they feed you all this entertainment. It melts your mind, and all this food. It melts your body, and it keeps you in this sunken state. That's why it's so hard for Jake to actually see the truth of the matter, because we've just gotten so many lies for so long, and there's so many chemicals and vibrations that are put out that just keeps Jake in this awful
Stupor.
state. Yeah, stupor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They shall be drunken, but not with strong drink.
Yeah.
That's right. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Yeah, the Lord is literally saying, he might appear like this, he might do this, but remember, he's crooked. He runs by a certain agenda, order out of chaos. Okay?
Yeah.
All types of stuff, man. Take heed, listen to the prophets, and beware of this damn devil. Simple as that. And it says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, his wickedness. He give niggas stimulus checks all day and this, that, and the third, just to separate families. But everybody want this cracker to be saved, this devil to be saved, man. The Lord's not having that, man. Okay, he's coming back to save his people, the ones who are in captivity. Thus saith the scriptures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
it's simple as that.
That's the story. It's a story. You can't. Nobody saves the bad guy in the story.
Right.
The bad guy goes down. Like it's that simple. They go down. We come up.
They'll show you that in Disney movies.
Yeah.
Like Shrek. Ain't no villain getting nigga got put to death.
Right.
I know that was just a example, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Even in a kid's story, the bad guy's not going to get saved. Everybody want the bad guy to get saved, man. That shit is crazy.
And even sometimes the bad guy will get that wound where he almost died, and then he comes back.
Yeah.
That's already happened.
Yeah, that's already happened.
yeah.
Rome already fell and it came back. And that's where we're standing right now. But this time, it's gonna get the real wound, and it's gonna go down. Anybody got any more precepts? 'Cause other than that, I'll step down.
Get Joe 20 and 5. So keep going, bro.
When you guys can switch sides.
Same spot.
Go ahead, you got it. I just had a little something. All right.
We're gonna keep going in the same spirit, you know, prophesying the downfall of this current kingdom, this current world that is ruled by the so-called white man Esau Edom. You know, we basically going through the scriptures and letting you know what's about to happen, proving it through the scriptures. And if you don't believe it, you don't believe the Bible, you know, because we're coming straight out of the word with it. All right, you got something?
Yeah, I have Genesis 27, starting at the 40th verse, which reads, "And by the sword shall I live, and shall I serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break the yoke from off thy neck." You see, this enemy, he has no choice but to live by what? The one blessing that he had. Yet he sought it with tears to try to get the blessing, but he knew he missed it. So what does he do? He lives by that one blessing for all his life. To do what? To use the sword to get exactly what he wants. And what is that? He wants dominion. He wants to control everybody and everything. And he has what? The one blessing that he had, that his father Isaac gave to him. So guess what? This enemy is on a time capsule. He has but a short time. So he knows he's going to do what? To try to bring what? For more destruction and more deception.
Yeah, because Esau, he has the blessing of the sword, and he also has the fatness of the earth. So how do you get that? By the sword. You see these lust places they live at? I mean, America, how did they get this place? By exterminating hundreds of millions of so-called Native Americans, man. So that's his blessing. That's how he's able to, overcome, which is his carnal blessing, which is the sword.
Yep. And the scriptures say, the triumph. As a matter of fact, we're about to get it.
This is Job chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
Yep, the triumphing of the wicked is short. You know, this devil, it may seem like he been in power for a long time. I mean, it's been long enough, but just like Revelations 20 say, he's going to be released for a little season. It's going to be barely 1,000 years that this devil is going to be in power. Ever since the Renaissance, the 12th century, 13th, up until now, that's 800 years, something like that. That's really a short season, especially compared to how long the kingdom is going to be for the righteous and the Israelites. That's a very small time, and in that short time, you just managed to just fuck everything up. That's actually kind of brilliant, man, in an evil way.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell you really gotta be losing sleep? As a matter of fact, get that practice iniquity upon their beds.
How do you make men hate women?
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
How do you hate women?
Yeah, vice versa.
Women hate men. People hate themselves. Well, I'm actually a man in a woman's body, or a woman in a man's body. That's the stuff this devil is pushing out, and a lot of that stuff comes through pollution in the water, metals in the water, vaccines and all of that stuff. This devil, he does all this stuff, and it messes up your head to the point where you just completely go off. Can't even believe you are who you are. I mean, he started with changing us from being Israelites to being black or Hispanic or Native. or they call them Indians. And all of those names are actually derogatory names.
Right.
And we believe in calling ourselves that. All right, I continue on.
This is and Job.
No, you can get that.
This is Micah 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, it's in the power of their hand. Just like the brother I know was bringing out, because they got the sword. You know, by them having the sword, they can just damn near go through the earth and do anything. But guess what? Everybody else got that sword too.
Yep.
So now that's gonna be your downfall. As a matter of fact, we in Job 20, right at, you know, if you go down a little bit, it says he shall flee from the iron weapon. And that's gonna be your downfall.
So I could read that.
Okay, you can get it.
This is matter of fact, if I may, could I just continue on?
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is verse 6. Though his excellency mounts up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung.
Yep, your excellency mounting up to the heavens. The Lord basically gave you the amount of knowledge, just enough just to do what you do. You know, the Lord just gave you just enough. I mean, it may seem like you smart and know all these things, but the Lord bless you with that knowledge along with the sword to be the wicked. Can you get can a brother get Proverbs 21 and 1?
Yeah, that's how you say that, because it says in Isaiah 54, was it 16 or 17, I created the waster to destroy.
Yep.
So, you know, Esau came up with the whole Manhattan Project, Oppenheimer, just to destroy his own damn self, man.
Proverbs 21.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, you get it.
This is Proverbs 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yeah, he set you up to be kings only because this is our punishment and our downfall. But, you know, he's in control of you. The Lord is controlling you devils. And you really think that you're the Most High at this point. You don't think there's a God, because you're just like Obadiah say, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee.
Mm-hmm.
That's pride, to think that there's nothing above you. And the Lord is in control of you. The Lord is allowing you to do these things that you're doing. All right, and now he's getting ready to take you down. And I really want to say, man, if it was a different nation, maybe even Moab, the Chinese, or Elam, the Indians, or something, you know,
Ham.
yeah, Ham. Man, if they actually knew that Israel was rising up, they might even just hand over, you know, that power. You know, of course they may go down with a little fight, but Esau going out with a bang, man. That's right. Esau literally going out with a bang, man. You know, only because you still trying to hold on to it. But hey, the time is up, man. You got it.
Yeah, precept for you. Matthew 26 and 52, because they're blessing that sword. It says, then said Yahushua unto him, put up thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. And that's their blessing. That's how they've had to live, through the sword and through their taking. But they got to go down with the sword too.
Yep.
Everything they put out.
Die by the sword. As a matter of fact, you get Revelations 13 and what is it, 13 and 10?
Yeah. And Yahushua's sword's about to be bathed in heaven.
Yeah, bathed in heaven.
Coming down for them.
Yeah, those missiles that you was blessed with, that's the Lord's army. It's like you at this point you really don't have no power. You know, your power is in the Lord, and he's bringing you down. He's taking your power away from you. But he's also going to use your power to destroy you. And, man, this devil is finished, man. America is finished. You know, all these things coming out, and all he can do is continue to just cover things up. Esau is like a nasty apartment with mold. You know, you go in and renovate it, supposed to renovate it, and instead of tearing down the walls that got mildew and mold in it, you just paint over it.
Slacky.
No, you got it.
The anointed cherub that covereth. That's the same thing you were just saying. It covered up everything.
Yep. Yeah, they just keep going over it. Maybe throw some bleach up there once in a while, but then he gonna keep painting over it. And mold gonna come through the painting over it again. Next thing you know, it can only hold so much paint. It's just gonna start crumbling, man. It's just crumbling.
Hey,
it's gonna fall down.
Job 9 and 24, cover the faces.
Yeah.
They're going into like covering.
Yeah. You just keep covering things up, starting back in the time of the Renaissance, what they call it the rebirth, but you know, it's really the time of covering everything up. Whitewashing, you know, going from this image to that image, you know, making our power look like he's them, making us think that he's our God. And that time is up, man. What you got?
I got Ezekiel 35, starting at the top.
Okay.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set that face against Mount Zion and prophesy against it.
Yeah, Mount Seir. Mount Seir is where Esau Edom dwelt. All right, and Seir means hair. They some hairy people, you know. Seir is hair. Idumea is gonna talk about Idumea. That's just a Greek word for saying Edom, and the Hebrew is Adawam. You know, it's talking about the same people. You Edomites, you so-called white people. Continue on.
Ezekiel 35 and 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make most desolate.
He said he's going to make you most desolate. That he's going to come and bring desolation to all these nations, but Esau is going to be most desolate. Like, you're not going to have a place. You're not going to have a place. You know, we're still going to have Hamites in Africa, but we're still going to rule over you. You're still going to have Indians in India, but we're still going to rule over them. It ain't going to be no Mount Seir in the kingdom, man. It ain't going to be no America in the kingdom. America's going to be gone. It ain't going to be no Europe, man. It's going to, then the land is still going to be here, but man, you devils you're not going to have any place to call your own. You have to be destroyed. I mean, that's just prophecy. You was brought up just to be that sword for the Lord.
I got a precept.
Okay, you got it.
Brother got one. This is Obadiah 1, verses 18 and 19. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. That don't sound like he's getting saved, man. Right. It says, for the Lord hath spoken it. Verse 19, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain, the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
Yeah, so yeah, you got it.
No, I said, yeah, we're gonna overtake those lands where Esau was at in the kingdom of heaven. He's not, you know, and it says that he'll be in a pit. So there's not gonna be any Section 8 housing, condominiums or laws for this devil, man. You know, he's gonna have nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna have completely, absolutely nothing. Because if we give you a little bit, you're still trying to come up against us, still trying to get your power back. Even with the Israelites in the kingdom having spiritual powers, you'll still think that you can, like the mind of this devil is just, you just don't understand. As a matter of fact, who's in Obadiah?
Yeah, I was in Obadiah.
Can you get there is no understanding in him?
Yeah, come on.
I mean, you can try your best to try and figure out how this devil works, man. You could never understand it. All you can understand is he's the devil. All you can understand that he's the border of wickedness. I mean, that's just sum it all up, man.
Just give me 1 sec. You can chill on though, bro.
But yeah, man. I mean, hey, that's what's about to happen. You know, Esau, you about to fall down. Jacob is about to rise up, and it's entertaining watching it. Even though we're gonna go through hell, you know, while this devil is going into his hell, you know, we still got to go through that fire. But it's gonna be entertaining to watch this stuff, man. You're gonna literally go from being at the top to. The scriptures say, "I beheld Satan fall as lightning." You ever see how fast lightning hit the ground? Like it's gonna be in the blink of an eye, man. You're gonna be at the top. Next thing you know, like, damn, is that him?
It's
the man.
It's just the man.
Get that? Yeah, Isaiah 14.
I got that Obadiah.
Got it.
Obadiah verses chapter 1 verses 6 and 7. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. Read that again. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, I mean, in your mind, you think that everybody loves you, even though you're being exposed on a high level. Even though you're showing yourself to just completely go through the earth and rape, rob, and murder, and still continue to do it. You still think that you're loved by everyone. You still think that Jake loved you. You know, even right when the so-called Negroes, you know, the tribe of Judah was released from slavery, they still went after him.
Right.
Went killing them, hanging them, lynching them. You know, we was better off in segregation, man.
Right.
That's when Jake was really at their top point back in the, I want to say like the 60s and 70s, when we separated from these devils. Man, we got combined. We got, you know, live in the same neighborhoods, work at the same jobs, going to the same schools. Now we drinking of that philosophy, and it done completely destroyed our people.
Yeah.
Drugs in our communities, guns in our communities. A lot of stuff has just dropped off. It was at I can't remember the story, but a while back there was a story showing that it was like guns and stuff just being dropped off in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And what you know, it's gonna be nothing but YNs. You know what I'm saying? Get those guns and weapons and drugs, thinking they got some type of power and making money with it. You know, at the same time destroying our own people. Destroying, you know what I'm saying? So that's still the works of this devil, man. Everything that goes on, you can blame Esau for it.
Yeah, like you speaking about civil rights, man. You got Jakes to this day that's still thinking that we shall overcome.
Yeah.
And hold hands with little white babies saying we singing old Negro spirituals, man. You still got Jake out here still believing in Dr. Martin Luther King, man, and Malcolm X.
Man, that's completely off, man. I mean, you still, I don't know, but yeah, even back then, you know, why the hell was Jake trying to join hands with? You should have just. But that's just the mind of our. That's just the, you know, the spirit of our people. You know, we're peaceful people. You know, even after you devils did everything that you did to us, we were still trying to be your friends. We were still trying to live amongst you. We were still trying to trust you. And that you should just proven through the years over and over again that there's no love, there's no trust, there's nothing with you devils. You just the wicked. You still got that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still got that.
Too young.
Yep. Ezekiel 35, starting with the 5th verse, which reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and in the time that thou iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yep. And that same blessing, that sword, from the time of, man, we can really go back to Genesis. with Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
You know, even back then, you know, that was a representation of Esau and Jacob. As soon as Isaac, you know, went back to the spirit world, Esau was like, "I'm gonna go kill my brother."
Right.
Yep.
I mean, you didn't want to let it go, man. And even still to this day, thousands of years later, you still got that same MO. Kill your brother. Pursue your brother with the sword. Destroy him in any type of way you can.
Isaiah 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Man, it was at one point where, you know, we was like, well, they was like, well, we didn't do that. Man, you done came back to that same spirit of your fathers. You still doing it now.
Yeah.
The lynchings done came back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, here it is, a devil killed another devil and still got mad at Jake. I'm still trying to have a hard time trying to figure that one out. I mean,
If I may say, we still in captivity now. We can't go nowhere.
Right.
They try to make that illusion, but we have to have a job. We gotta send our kids to these schools. So we still in captivity.
you need this
Right.
devil's permission to travel,
Yeah.
to leave the country. You need his permission. You need his permission to come in and his permission to leave. Like, he just think that he's the Most High. I mean, back in the day, there was laws on traveling. How you pretty much had to keep the laws of that land that you went into. You know, especially the heathens coming into our land. You know, they had to keep our customs if they was here. They couldn't come in with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
If I may, can I read this in the NLT?
Yeah, you got it.
This is it says, kill this man's children, let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, fill the world with their cities.
Oh man.
Because we see the results of that. You know, look at all the wickedness when they fill the world with their cities. That's why their cities got to be destroyed. You know.
Hey, read that one more time.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21 in NLT. Kill this man's children.
It said kill this man's children. Damn. Hey, first you gotta serve 1,000 years of slavery, man.
Right.
And then, you know, just like the brother read in Obadiah, you know, then it's not gonna be nothing remaining of you. It can't be. You know, some type of way. Who was teaching that of after 1,000 years Esau gonna come back?
IUIC.
Man. And y'all devils, y'all not devils. I mean, they are devils. They deceiving. They liars.
Yeah, the father of the devil.
Yeah, they man, the Lord might destroy you for saying that.
Yeah.
I really hope it's some of you jakes in that camp that don't believe that, man. Because if you believe that, the Lord might destroy you for that. This devil is going down, man. Ain't no saving him. Look what the hell he done did to the earth, the animals, the Lord's chosen people. And you think that he gonna come back in power? That's going against the scriptures. Scriptures say if you add or take away, the Lord's gonna add the plagues unto you and take you away.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, get ready for that if you believe in that bullshit. Continue on.
It says, let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and can conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities.
Yeah, and I work around, you know, basically at work, I see a lot of old people, and you can see they still had that same hate in them.
Oh yeah.
And they don't pass it down through their children. So even though we might work and go to school amongst these, you know, these younger devils, they still got the same spirit of these old devils.
Yeah.
Because you're the same people over and over again. You got the same spirit. Spirits are recycled.
Right.
And them devils, you know, that you might work with in your last life, they might have been your slave master.
Right.
You know, they might have lynched you. You probably passed by somebody, you know, that killed you in the past, man.
Yeah.
Especially living down here in the South.
Right.
Got postcards of you and them and the lynchings.
And it gotta still be like, oh, That dude, the two twins that was found not too far from here up in the mountains. I think it was a firefighter. They got arrested because he was taking pictures of that shit.
Damn.
And now they trying to tie him into it, like, you know, why you taking pictures of this and spreading it around? Yeah, so still the same thing. Sending those postcards with the Jake Ben Lynch.
Yeah.
Same spirit to this day, man.
Bad.
That was it.
Yeah, that was me.
All right, continue on about the show.
All right,
Definitely saved, bro.
Ezekiel 35, start with this 6th verse. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, unto Salakia. I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
The Lord said, as I live. That's a promise, because the Lord ain't dying, man. You know, it's the living power. You know, he ain't going nowhere. As a matter of fact, we're going to have everlasting life. Lord's willing real soon. He said, as long as I live, he's going to, that's going to be your blood that's going to be shed. And you're going to have 1,000 years to think about what you did, man.
I will prepare thee blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Blood shall pursue thee. As a matter of fact, you'll go back to that Job 20 and verse 5. You can go on to 6.
This is Job 20:6. Though his excellency mounts up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah, you're gonna perish forever. It says like your own dung. Dung is pretty much feces. You're gonna die like it ain't shit, man. Pretty much.
Jimi Hendrix.
You're just gonna be. You're not gonna mean anything. It says he gonna pass away like as a matter of fact, like a dream.
It says, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found.
Yeah, like you have a dream and you wake up, you can't remember what you dreamed about. That's gonna be Esau in the kingdom. We ain't gonna remember you, man. You gonna have a history, but you're gonna be so low. It's gonna be hard to believe you was the man at the top.
Yeah, he ain't gonna believe he was the man.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna erase your memory.
You would tell him, and he'll be like, I don't remember.
We're just gonna let you know that you was the devil.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have no remembrance of being in rulership. You know what I mean? Like you said, you're gonna have a history. You're gonna be like, remember that time when there was an Edomite on the earth?
Right.
Yeah.
You remember when them devils was in power? That's what it's all gonna be. But you're still gonna have to go through 1,000 years of your ass kicking. You gotta pay back for everything you did to these brothers up here. You gotta pay back for everything you did to the Lord, to His name.
Yep.
You know, replacing your images with ours, or you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Right.
But you gotta pay back for all this stuff. You got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 11 and verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is a there is no more remembrance of prosperity. So it's both sides, you know. Esau's not going to remember they were on the top, and we're not going to really be thinking about that we were on the bottom. I mean, we're going to remember it, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know, we're going to be at the top, we're going to be enjoying the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to be thinking about America.
Damn, you remember when we was in slavery?
Right.
We had to go to 9-to-5 jobs and shit? Hell no. We're going to be like, look, man, hey, man, we fought through that shit.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a shot to it.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean?
The saints shall sing upon their beds.
Right.
We're gonna be so at the top. Imagine literally every morning you like call a lion, like Yahweh. Yeah. Then the Edomite's like, oh shit, man, he done woke up. And I'm gonna have another fucking knot on my head, man. Shit.
They gonna hear the bones cracking in the mornings when you stretching. You're gonna be like, oh shit, what did I not do last night? You gotta figure it out, goddamn, you gonna get your ass handed to you.
That was enough.
Okay, good. You get that, Bubba?
Yeah. I have 2nd Ezra's 6th chapter, start with the 9th verse, which reads, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follow.
Yep. And that world that we're looking for is the kingdom of heaven. And
Right.
Jacob is going to be the beginning of that. You know, Esau is going to be the end of this current world. And good riddance, man. Because this place has got to go, man. We was just going into how filthy this place is. All the nastiness and we can't even eat. We eat fake food, man.
That's right.
That's a lot of grandpa right
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? This place, like you said, is just so nasty. I don't even want to know what's in the Epstein files anymore.
Yeah.
To be honest, the shit from was it last night?
Yeah.
I don't want to know what the fuck you devils was doing to each other, man. Seriously.
Yo, Bubba.
Oh man.
Oh, you said Joe. You said Joe, right?
That's all.
So yeah, man. But yeah, I mean that world to come. We have to look forward to it, man. That's what's keeping us going now.
Yeah.
You know, looking forward to what the Lord got promised for us for being servants. You know, being His servants. That's why we continue to come out here. Not only that, we fear the Lord. We fear what can happen to us if we don't come out here. You know, and at the same time, living amongst these Edomites, you just want to see the downfall. You hope for it. You like to see, you know, things going around the world, pointing towards the end, pointing towards World War III, pointing towards nuclear war.
Yep.
You know, China and Russia showing off their new nukes.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought this out last time, but it's still hard to believe, man. China was like basically telling the United States, y'all motherfuckers crazy, thinking that you got a power that can destroy us. They said they got one missile that has 60 warheads and one hydrogen bomb coming at the water. Like, bro, how is that possible? But it's possible. And that one missile can destroy this whole place, man. I'm talking about this whole land. But yet, you know, you got millions of them that's gonna hit this place until it's gonna burn forever, and it needs it. We don't want no remembrance of what happened in America. Of course, the history is gonna be there, but man, we want to dwell in the kingdom, man. We need this. I mean, we continue on to this place. As a matter of fact, Matthew 24 goes into if the day shall be short for the elect's sake. Not even the elect, but you devils end up killing yourselves off. It won't be nobody here on the earth. It may not even be no insects and birds, man. Everything will be gone.
Right.
Because you're gonna have nuclear fallout.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if it was up to them. But we on the Lord's clock, so He got to take you down before you can do that.
Yeah, we would really be living in like the Book of Eli times type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? If Esau had his way,
Yep.
he'd fucking destroy the world, and we'd literally be having to live in that type of post-apocalyptic, you know, environment.
And just the mind of this devil, he creates these movies.
Yeah.
Even in post-apocalyptic movies, it's still war going on. Like, do the shit ever end when it comes to him, man? It'll go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, war is always in this devil's heart.
They got a video game called Fallout. It's basically like Book of Eli, but they say war never changes in the game.
Yeah.
So if Esau was in power, they would just keep going to war.
Yeah, until there's one man left on the earth, then he'll die of old age or probably take himself out. if Esau was the last man on earth, man, he'd just kill himself. Because it's in his spirit to just be a killer and a murderer. Just take himself out. Oh shit, it ain't nothing else for me to do.
Right.
So just take myself out.
Yeah, these crackers can't survive under that type of pressure.
No.
That's why, like, when you see the stock market, guys that work the numbers in the stock markets, when shit starts to get bad, then they start jumping off of buildings and shit.
Right.
You know, deleting themselves. You remember Enron?
Yeah.
That whole, you remember this? Y'all brothers remember that shit? The niggas was killing themselves when the stock started going down.
I remember that 2008 recession.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
One of them devils lost their job. They had a good paying job, and he went and killed the stepmom, the wife, the children, and the dog. I bet the dog was like, what the fuck did I do? I mean, y'all adopted me and they ain't had shit to do with that. You know, same thing with his family, but yeah, that's just the spirit of this devil, man. He just feel that killing and murder is solves his problems. You still hold that? Ezekiel 35.
Mm-hmm. I got a quick one for you. I'm gonna monitor this.
Okay.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 7. It says, "There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy."
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's beautiful, man. Because you know, brothers that do have children, you know, even when you see, even if you got nephews and nieces, you know, you want to see them grow up and pretty much have power. You want to see them grow up and be successful. I mean, you're not going to really have that on this side. But another beautiful thing is to see the fall of your enemy.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. After all the whole time you done been afflicted, oppressed, poor, had violence against you. You know, all these things that's been done to us. You see this man finally fall. As a matter of fact, I had a while back, man. I had a bully back in middle school, and dude ended up getting smoked at the gas station. I was happy about that shit. Actually, that happened a few times. I had a police, you know, just a little testimony. Police officer that did some foul stuff to me and my woman. You know, somebody took him out too. You know, and we rejoice in those times. Yeah, we see the fall of our enemy, man. It just warms your heart.
Yeah.
You got
Brothers, remember what was his name? Bankroll, whatever the fuck his name was.
Bankroll Rap.
That little nigga that came out to the camp at one point. He was talking shit to us, right? And the Lord took his ass out the next week. Somebody ran up on him and put one to his head. Well, brothers, when we found that out, man, we was rejoicing because he was the enemy of us, man. He was talking shit against the truth. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit to brothers. And you people that don't think that can happen to you, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out very soon. Drewski. Yeah, that fat.
Yeah. Yeah, keep on fucking around. They'll find out gonna be something serious.
Yep. Deadly. It's gonna be deadly.
This is Job 20:8. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found.
Yep.
Yay.
When this devil finally fall and we rejoice, that's just gonna be a old memory, man. That's gonna leave our mind. It's gonna be a dream that you didn't remember, a nightmare that you didn't remember. Continue on.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Yep. None of your governments, none of your lands, it ain't gonna be no remembrance of you. Man, we gonna build this place up so beautiful. Not America. No. Fuck this place. But
Salaki, brother, we ain't building shit.
Yeah.
No. We ain't lifting the finger.
You got it.
We not cleaning up no dead bodies. We're not picking up trash on the earth. We're gonna be pointing fingers out. Hey, stupid, come here. Remember, like in the book of Ezekiel, where they had those markers out?
Yeah.
Something, when we did that class.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do. We're not physically doing anything. We're giving orders.
Right.
We're in charge. We running the show, and soon to come.
yeah,
You know?
Jake ain't gonna be out mining and gold mines getting gold, man. You heathens gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
And it's everything is gonna come to the Israelites. Like, you really not gonna have anything. Everything is gonna come to the Israelites.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, what you got?
It says, matter of fact, verse 10, it says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods.
Yep, and you see that going on now with, you know, they try and cover up by giving you a small blessing.
Right.
You know, after they don't rob your ass for thousands of dollars, they'll give you a little bit of that back.
Yeah.
And say, hey, see, I'm not that bad. Shit, bullshit. You gonna take 10,000 from me and give me 2,000 back? And then gonna tax the 2,000. And then gonna tax it again when you gotta pay your taxes. Hey, remember I gave you this? Yeah, you got a 10% on that, man. That's his devil, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about this week. Like when you get Social Security, you work, every check you get, they take it out of that. They take out of your check for Social Security. It's supposed to be for your retirement, right? But you got to work till you're damn near dead, just to get it, if you get it, or if you don't die before, you know.
Yeah.
This shit's wild, yo. It's like, damn. I wonder what happens to that money when you die. Esau probably keep that shit.
Yeah.
You know it don't go to your family.
It don't,
They were
no,
saying-
it don't go to the family.
See?
I was saying that if Babylon were to keep going, our ages, we wouldn't be getting it.
Nah.
It's gonna run out real soon.
I was like, damn.
Don't live to be 110 years old and you still collect Social Security. They be like, damn, yeah, man, we've been giving them that too long.
45 years or some shit.
Yeah, it's time to get rid of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if Esau did some shit like that.
And all I can say is I done seen some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I know you have.
I kind of believe that.
I know you have, especially the industry you work. I know.
Man,
That's testimony right there.
man, it's just your everyday job and, you know, things that you do. You can, it just, the Lord just show you things, you know, how wicked this devil is, man.
Yep. Continuing on, it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Yep. All your sins, everything that you've done to the children of Israel, even other things that you've done to your fellow heathens. All of that shit gonna be in remembrance, man. Until you completely destroy it. And then we can just forget about you. But until then, man, we just gonna continue to do the best we can in this piece of shit world.
Yeah.
You know,
all we can do.
these words are actually comforting, knowing that you're going down soon.
It says, which shall lie down with him in the dust, though his excellency, also like it, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth.
And brother brought the scripture out earlier. His words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. You know, that's just how he is, man. It's man, if bro, it all got to the point where, you know, you'll look at the news and be like, you know, try and check the weather. Today, they said it was gonna be 70 degrees. Man, it was down at 80 today.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The devil probably tried to do that shit on purpose. We're gonna, you know, make them go out there with sweaters on just to make them sweat. It's really gonna be 80, but we're gonna say it's gonna be 65. And you can't trust nothing, man. You see or you hear, man. Once you actually see it, that's when you can trust in it. If Esau say it.
It says, yet his meat and his bowels is turned. It is the gall of ass within him.
Yep.
He has swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again.
Yep. Everything that you're taking is gonna be taken from you. Everything that you're taking is gonna be taken from you. I mean, at this point, this devil can just print money and have you believe that it's worth something.
Right. Yeah.
Just continue to print, and it's worth nothing. These are IOU notes.
Right.
That E, you know, sliding down the pole for. You know, engraved on. It's a bunch of damn IOUs. Yeah, if somebody was actually handing you gold, you know, that's different, but it's a note, man. Jake be flexing with it.
Yeah.
Who was that chick, Sexy Red, Dirty Red? You know, she be having the big bank rolls and shit. Was that her doing that? Sexy Red. Had them big bank rolls of money.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that shit don't even have no power, man. Why you flexing with it?
Right.
I mean, it can buy you certain things, you know, but you don't even really see people with paper money no more. Everything is digital.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of that got to come back, man. All of that, everything that you stole is gonna be taken back from you. Except for this land, this shit gonna just be destroyed. It's the only thing that, you know, as far as what you've taken, that's not gonna be taken back from you. It's gonna be taken back from you with fire. Continue on.
It says, "The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of the asp, and the viper's tongue shall slay him."
Yeah, while you devils, you know, we walk past you and old women that hold on to their purse, or they'll see you in the parking lot. You hear all them damn alarms clicking, the bump horns going off, thinking we're gonna break in your car. We ain't taking shit. The Lord is gonna do it.
Right.
Everything that you have, the Lord is gonna take it from you. We're just here to tell you, we're not gonna do it. You know. So, I mean, in the kingdom, you know, it's gonna be different. You know, you're gonna be a slave. Everything that you have gonna come to us, but on this side, we don't want nothing you have, man. We don't want nothing that you have.
You want me to just keep reading?
Read down to it, says he shall flee from our way.
Okay. Verse 17, it says, "He shall not see the rivers of the floods, the brooks of honey and butter." And in the NLT it says, they will never again enjoy streams of olive oil or rivers of milk and honey.
Man, it's over for you, man. The Lord basically saying that you done. You ain't gonna never enjoy it now while you can.
Right.
You know, it can be 30 degrees at the beach. Go to the beach anyway. You know, soak up as much enjoyment as you can. You know, go to, hit these clubs up, hit these bars. You know, max out your credit cards. You know, keep on doing what you're doing, man. Buy some more houses, buy some more cars. Enjoy it.
Vacation.
Yeah, vacations. Wreck a car and go buy another one. Like put on Dave Chappelle's like, buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Yeah, Esau, go buy another one, man. Because you got the power right now. Your power is about to be taken away. I know you don't want to believe it, but just watch. Some of these devils actually know that they done for, especially the elites. That's why they got all this stuff stored down in their bunkers, because they still trust and have faith that they're gonna continue to live. But that's gonna fail, man. The Lord gonna turn with these nuclear missiles, that bunker gonna turn into a microwave oven. You're just gonna melt down there.
With that, you said rivers of olive oil. Esau's blessing. It said the fatness of the earth. When you go into that, it says oil. So it's showing they're about to have that blessing taken away, and it's never coming back again.
Never coming back. As a matter of fact, once you're done with your sentence, you're never coming back. You're gonna come back as a different heathen. No, you ain't even coming back, man. Lord ain't gonna put the same spirit in Elam as Esau had. You're just gonna be gone, man.
Esau is gonna be burnt up.
Burnt up.
Yeah.
You know, but he'll be back in the form of another heathen, one of the heathen children or something.
Okay.
Yeah, after 1,000 years. Yeah, after that 1,000 years, he gets burnt up. He'll be born again, but nobody's gonna remember Esau, Edomites. Well, he's gonna be remembered, but he's not gonna be, you know, he's not gonna remember who he was. They're just gonna be these other heathens.
Right.
Ecclesiastes says there's no remembrance of things.
Just like how they got museums with dinosaur bones. I mean, we didn't see the dinosaurs, but you know, it's basically, hey, this was once here on Earth. That's gonna be Esau. Yeah, you was once here, but you ain't here no more.
Yeah, we're gonna be teaching my kids about, you know, we're not gonna teach them, but we're gonna be telling them stories about Babylon the Great. And then we're probably gonna fly them out here on the chariot and be like, look, this is where all the wickedness was at.
Yeah.
This is when this devil was in power. However long it takes for that smoke to go down after it burns. But, you know, that's what we're gonna do. Take our children, our women, and be like, this was Babylon right here. This is an example of what's to never ever happen again. Because this fucking devil that was in power, he went too far in every aspect of his rulership. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be unbelievable. Man, it's gonna be hard to believe when you hear these stories of what Esau did. Like, damn, that's why y'all be fucking him up every day. That's why he deserved that shit.
Job 20:18 it says, "That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein." It says, "They will give back everything they worked for. Their wealth will bring them no joy."
Yep.
Damn. All that gold they got, they're not going to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, all the gold in their bunkers and Fort Knox, and then the real gold and silver that they have hiding away, all that's going to be taken away and given to us. Starting with Yahweh Shai first. Yahweh Shai gets his cut first. You know? But read that again, bro.
It says, "They will give back everything they worked for. Their wealth will bring them no joy."
What was the
verse?
Yeah, what is that?
Job 20:18.
What was the part about restitution?
It says, "According to his substance shall the restitution be, he shall not rejoice therein." You want me to get that word?
Yeah, get that word restitution. Go into that.
Yeah, man. Basically, everything that you've taken, you got to give it back. And just imagine just think about everything that you have taken. Just think about everything that this devil has taken since he's been in power. Not even thinking about the lives of the Israelites, but just the substance, just the resources, you know. And of course, we know that this whole thing with Venezuela ain't about them bringing drugs over here. And they going down there to get those resources. Because that place is rich in oil.
Got James for you. James 5:1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered. You shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Yeah, as it said, they're about to spew out everything that they've been collecting and working for all these centuries. It's all about to be handed over to the Israelites.
It almost sounds impossible for everything that you have stolen all of these years. You got to give it back.
Yeah,
like that. You can't do it. You got to figure it out, man.
Right.
They keep all that stuff too in these like museums, and they got these like private collections and stuff.
Putin got a lot of artifacts and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I got that word. This is the word for restitution, and it's Strong's H8445, and it's Thawara. It says that which is exchanged, substitute, recompense, which I believe recompense means pay back.
Yep. And you got to pay back everything that you've done, man. Which is, damn. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, you can start thinking like, and you'll be thinking forever, man. Trying to think about everything that this devil has taken. How is he gonna pay it back? He can pay back some, and at the end, it's just gonna have to just be blood. You just gotta trade your life in for a lot of the resources that you stole. You know, and that's gonna be the end of it. But until then, hey, man, that's gonna be terrible, man. That's gonna be. As a matter of fact, the United States still have riches from cotton.
Yeah.
A lot of that money is still circulating to this day.
Yeah.
And you still got to pay that back. You know, hundreds of years later. You know, tens of years later.
Continuing on, it says, because he had oppressed because he had oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely,
No, continue. Sorry.
it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
Yeah, everything, man. That's a lot, man. So, hey, like I said, man, these devils, they just, hey, yeah, have fun, man. Ride scooters through the city. You got Jake mixed in with them too. Just enjoy your football games. You know, just enjoy it while you got it, man. Because that payback is gonna be a bitch.
Right, that's why it says in Lamentations, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Because right now, this is your last chance to like the brother said, enjoy yourself. So just go all out.
But then again, they really not, because we in this so-called economy right now. They about to fall into the lines of Deuteronomy 30:7, where all the curses we put on the heathen.
So right now, while they got that little bit of time, hey man, hey, do your thing, man.
So I'm gonna just read through it to 24. It says, if that's what you wanted. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency shall he be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Every hand of the wicked gonna come upon you. Your own people, these other heathens, they about to take everything that you have. As a matter of fact, what's that? Obadiah that says, if great gatherers, can somebody get that?
Yeah.
If these, I don't want to mess it up. Let me get that Obadiah.
I got that word for laborer. I mean, where it says every hand of the wicked. It says, I moth. And it says laborer, sufferer, wretched one. And that's really us, you know. I mean, it's the other nations too, but it's the nation of Israel as well. We're at the bottom. We're in captivity. You know, you got it.
Yeah, man. That's a lot you got to pay back, man. That's like I said. At the end of the day, it's gonna be your life. You know, until there's no more of you. So. But yeah, these other nations go on. Verse 5. Verse 5.
All right, I have Obadiah, first chapter, verse 5, which reads, if there came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou out? How art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Yeah, that's talking about, I believe that's talking about the other nations taking everything from America. Because when you read in Revelations, it says they shall strip her naked and burn her with fire. Before you get burnt with that fire, you're gonna be completely desolate, and these other nations are gonna take part in that.
Yeah.
Actually, these other Edomite nations, they're gonna strip America dry, man. It ain't gonna be no more circulation of money, even the digital currency. I mean, you gonna have the chip out there, but that's gonna fail too. You know, so a lot of these folks gonna take the chip. They may be able to buy and sell just for a small period, but after that, man, everything is gonna be stripped from this place, and it's gonna be Europe. It's gonna be all these other Edomite nations. That's that wound that they laying under this place. It says those that was at peace with thee have laid a wound under thee. You know, so these other nations they getting ready to basically just take everything from this place.
Yep.
If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Yep, they're not gonna leave anything. Nothing. All right. Right. So yeah, we going into that time. That's gonna be the time of Jacob's trouble. And hey, man, you know, just pray that the Lord, you know, be with us during that time. But it's really not. It's for our come up and for Esau's downfall. But like I said in the beginning, Esau ain't gonna just go down by himself. He gonna try and bring everybody down with him. He's gonna stop the food supply. All right, ain't gonna be no more food out here. Ain't gonna be no more water. You know, it ain't gonna be nothing but diseases and war. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and step down.
I got one for you real quick.
Okay, come on.
Just to slack you.
Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 9. All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt.
Okay, read that one more time, Bible Shop.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 9. All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt.
Hey, man. So, hey, man, right now you're in your rulership, but man, that's about to change in the blink of an eye. You know, all of a sudden, you're gonna wake up in the morning, ain't gonna be no more money circulating, ain't gonna be no banks, ain't gonna be no food, ain't gonna be nothing here. But people getting ready to kill themselves and kill other people. And then the missile's gonna be on the way. So everything gonna happen quick, man. The scriptures say whenever you read about the destruction, it talks about suddenly. Everything's gonna happen fast. It's gonna be sudden destruction.
Speedy riddance.
Speedy riddance, yep. Satan fall like lightning. Everything's gonna happen fast. You ain't gonna have no time to get ready. A lot of you devils that got bunkers, you ain't gonna even get a chance to get to them.
Yeah.
Everything gonna go down before you can even get to your bunker. Get that bunker shot.
This is back in Job 20 and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Yep. So yeah, you're gonna be fleeing from these missiles, but you ain't gonna be able to go too far, man. Yep. That's the downfall of the Esau Edom in Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. So yeah. I pray that was edifying. Now I'm gonna let the next brother speak.
Hey, all right, Shalom. Hey, so we're just gonna continue on well, actually we're gonna shift gears a little bit and go on into something that just came out within Israel. You had Hakah and Hassad, I believe, of Genesis. This came out maybe yesterday or the day before last, and they're basically trying to say that salvation is for the heathens. So, you know, as our job as the prophets, which we hope to be, we're gonna deal with that and bring out the truth of the matter, which this is more back to the basics. But salvation is only for Israel, and most people that come up against that, they don't even know what salvation is. So, and Baba Kushah, if we can get Genesis 27, where it described the blessing given to Jacob, 27 and 28. Because a lot of these scoffers that come up against the Hebrew Israelites for teaching that salvation is only for the Israelites, you say these ignorant things like, oh, you teach only black people are going to heaven. Well, everybody's going to be in the kingdom of heaven because it's going to be here on earth. And there's going to be different positions. And ultimately what salvation is rulership in that kingdom over the rest of the nations.
Here it comes.
You got it, bro.
This is Genesis 27 and verse 28. It says, therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine.
Yep.
Verse 29. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren.
Yep.
And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee.
That's right. So this is the blessing that was given to our forefather Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. And Israel in the Hebrew is Yasharallah, which means prince of the power. And so the promise that was given to Jacob was that his descendants would rule over the rest of the nations, and that we would have the control of the resources. Because right now, the so-called white man runs the world. Does anybody have a problem with the so-called white man running the world?
Right.
So when we say that the Israelites are going to rule the next world, what's the problem?
Right.
And we have a majority of our own people that try to come up against this, And here it is, you're a slave right now.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just I got a precept. I have some precepts in the back of my this Bible. This is Isaiah 41 verses 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Verse 9. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Yeah, because you know, people are drinking that juice of replacement theology, supersessionism, to believe they replaced the Israelites in replacement theology with the Christian church. Right. So you got everybody thinking that everybody can be saved. You have these different denominations in Christianity, and they all teach that everybody can be saved. But there's many scriptures that prove that Israel is the servant of the Lord. Israel is the chosen. That's right. It's in the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. Only Israel can be saved. And it's not just so-called black people, all right? It's according to the seed line. You got some white people that are really Hebrew Israelites that are gonna get beamed up in a chariot. Right. The scriptures talk about the strangeness of salvation. So it's not some black only pro-black back to Africa movement, man.
Yeah. But our people will still say these things, and they know what we're talking about, but you're trying to accuse. You say, oh, only black people can go to heaven. You know that's not what we teach, but it is what it is. You got something?
I had a quick precept because on that last verse it said, cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. Well, where is there room for salvation for these other peoples if Jeremiah 50 verse 7 says, all that found them have devoured them? And their adversary said, we have fed not because they have sinned against the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the habitation of justice, even the Most High, the hope of their fathers. So all these people, if the scripture said, cursed be he that curseth thee, and then the very next scripture says, all have curses, where is there room for salvation for those same people that have cursed us, man?
That's
You're
right.
going against the scriptures.
That's right. Pursuant to Psalms 83, all of these heathen nations had a hand in the Israelites' demise.
Right.
So, and even to this very day, who the Israelites are the people that don't have any sovereignty in the world. We don't have a military. We don't even control our own education systems. We have no sovereignty. You don't see that with the so-called Chinese. You don't see that with the so-called Arabs. You don't even certain of these Hamite nations have a level of sovereignty. It's the Israelites that have no sovereignty. But when we tell you that salvation is the Israelites being sovereign, there's a problem. The Lord is basically just going to turn the tables, and it's going to be for righteous sins, because right now the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
I just got a quick precept because the scriptures show us who the children of Israel are. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 32. It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Yeah, that should be. But you can expound on that, bro.
Right. This goes into the transatlantic slave trade, man. It goes into these Edomites, these Americans taking away our kids from us, man. See, salvation is only for a group of people whom these curses were bestowed upon. And those curses are evident that it is the so-called blacks, the so-called natives, and the so-called Hispanics. Who's taking away the children of these so-called whites? Who's doing that? Whose families are being broken up by ICE and DHS? It's one specific group of people who has no power, who has no flag. The scripture calls us a worm. Who is that worm? It's us.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Pursuant to Amos 3:1 and on down, the Lord tells you that the only family he's dealing with is Israel, and that's why they're being chastised. When you see these atrocities that have come upon the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that wasn't by coincidence. It's actually because they're the chosen people of the Lord. And the Lord is dealing with those people. And it's honestly a blessing. We've been woken up to this truth, and we didn't have to be chosen.
Yeah.
The Lord could have chosen any other nation to decide to be the top.
Yeah.
But here we are, and we just hope that we can stay into the end and be a part of that first dominion.
Yep.
Yep.
I got a quick precept.
Got it.
This is Joel 2:27. Just to prove what the brother's bringing out. It shall come to pass, and it says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, your God, and none else.
None else.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
That's right. And this is a promise given to the Israelites, along with many other prophecies of how the Lord is ultimately going to have his people at the top.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And you know, you can scoff and mock, but you ain't gonna change what's gonna happen.
That's right.
And we even got these Israelites, like we're going into Hassad, I believe that's the name, Hassad and Hakah.
Yeah.
Trying to, and you know, they're even trying to say things like, well, you know, servitude or it's not exactly slavery. No, it's gonna be slavery in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
We ain't cutting no corners, trying to dilute the doctrine. It's gonna be belt to ass in the kingdom of heaven. Revelation 2:26 goes into that. It says that the Lord Yahushua would deliver or distribute his authority, and that you would beat the nations with a rod of iron. What is that talking about? How is salvation is for everybody? When you get Revelation 2:26 and they tell you that a certain people will be getting power over the nations,
Right.
and beating them with a rod of iron.
Yeah. I got some. This is just cutting these Genesis cats, man. This is Isaiah 14 verses 1 and 2. I go to verse 3. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Yep. So, and those strangers are going into the Israelite foreigners.
Yep.
All right, not the actual heathen.
Yep.
So they're gonna cleave to the house of Jacob and be brought back ultimately to the kingdom of heaven. That starts with the elect.
Yep.
Got it.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
That is a very simple scripture.
Right.
And that is not talking about the ancient Neo-Babylonian Empire.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
When the Jews came out of the first Babylonian Empire, we did not take the Babylonians as captives.
That's right.
And then when you go further down into that verse, or in Isaiah 14, that Babylon is going to be, it says, I believe in verse 26, it should be made an habitation for the bittern, which is an owl. So basically, Isaiah 14 is talking about Babylon the Great.
That's right.
And it's going to be completely made desolate.
Yep.
That didn't happen to ancient Babylon.
People still live there today.
Yeah. So to the point, it says that the Israelites would take them captives, whose captives they were.
That's right.
So to be honest, man, nobody's gonna stop with what prophecy, what the Lord said is gonna happen. That's just it. That's all.
Quick precept. This is Psalms 147 and 20. I got a quick word. If you don't mind, it says, he has not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And when you go into that word judgment, it's a penalty imposed by a court or a verdict in a court case. Now, what is that court? That court is that law which was given unto us. Because when you go one verse prior, as for his laws and the statutes, they have not known them. That law was only given to us, and therefore only we can pay for that penalty, man. So where do these other Israelites say that salvation is for all these other people? They never got the traffic ticket. We got it. It came in our inbox, man, and now we're paying for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got all these Israelites, and especially, of course, the heathen are going to be against it. But you know, even the majority of our own people are trying to find some way to wiggle their around what prophecy says is going to happen, and it's just not going to. It's not going to work.
Yeah, and then you're playing a dangerous game because it says in Revelation 22, whoever adds and takes away, they should get the plagues, man. The ultimate plague is right there, man. So you playing with fire, saying that all nations can be saved, and you an Israelite, you should know better, man. The scriptures say, "Blessed is he that readeth." So you're gonna be taking that fire if you keep telling them lies, man. That guys don't see the seriousness and the fear of the Lord until they actually get judged, man. And man, never mind. I'm just I digress, man.
Yeah, and see what those these Israelites that's trying to cut these corners is ultimately because they don't believe.
Yeah.
You really don't believe that the Lord is going to come through and on these promises. So you're trying to trim your way to seek love from these heathens. The Lord hates these heathens. And it's all throughout the scriptures. God does not love everybody. It's all throughout the scriptures. Romans 9 and 13 tell you he hates Esau. And all these, and even 2nd Esdras, if I can get that, 2nd Esdras 6:56. These other nations are spittle to the Lord.
I was gonna bring that one out.
And you know, a lot of us have been raised in Christianity. I myself was raised in Christianity, thought God loved everybody. You know, John 3:16 taken out of context. But then when you come into this truth, you realize, no, the Lord is for a certain people.
That's right.
When you read the accounts in the Old Testament, the Lord put the Spirit on King David to be able to whoop these other nations' ass.
Right.
That didn't go nowhere. You had something?
Yeah. Speaking about the heathen, this is Isaiah 40, verses 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. So, hey, man, everything is going to be right side up in the kingdom of heaven. They're going to be our servants and handmaids. Just we got to play this captivity out, man. All right, because all the nations were created to serve us. It's just backwards here in Babylon the Great, but it's going to be like that movie, Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. It's going to be like that, man.
Yeah. And so, the Lord is eventually going to extend some mercy to these heathens, and that will be when they can be in the kingdom of heaven and be tributaries and, remain under the law. Except for Esau, he's not going to get that type of mercy. But these heathens, they're eventually going to be able to prosper. So the Lord is merciful. He's allowed them to rule in this time, in this age, over his people. And then even in the kingdom, they're eventually going to be in a good estate as long as they keep it.
I got another one for you.
Yep.
Isaiah chapter 60, verses 10 and 11. I'll go to 12. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, and they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. So the kings are going to pay tribute to us. All right. Everything that Esau got, he stole from us. All right. They're going to give it right back. They're going to cough it back up to us, because the elder Abba always says this. Why would you have, if you're in rulership, why would you have poor slaves? That's what's here in America. All right. The heathen, they're going to have some type of substance, because they have to give it to us. And that goes back into Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So hey, they're gonna rejoice. They're gonna get, they're gonna get corrected, but hey, they're gonna enjoy the kingdom of heaven as well, except for Esau. Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. That don't sound like God love everybody, man.
But see, the scoffers are just literally trying to walk right around there. You can read that verse out in one ear, out the other. But is that going to change what's going to happen? No.
I was going to say, just laying back off of Brother Anan and what he brought out. Because look at us in the lowest state, right? And, the black woman, they require so much. In the lowest state, man, the black woman's going to give these heathens hell. You're going to have substance to give it all, not only to our kids, but her ass, us as well. Us as a nation of people, let's be honest. We're kind of bougie. We keep shit classy, Came from a royal bloodline. So, man, y'all gonna get juiced, okay?
Karen. It's gonna be Karen, but righteous, a righteous Karen in the kingdom.
Gotta have those pearls and rubies on deck.
Right.
The black woman requires it.
If I can add, because what the brother is going into, that can be a stumbling block, or it can be a stepping stone coming into this truth. What the brother said is that all these nations are going into captivity. All right, now that is a dark saying. It's a tough saying, and to some it's a dark saying. But these dark sayings are being revealed unto his servants, the prophets. This is Proverbs 1, verse 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings, as the brother's going into, which now those that have walked in darkness have seen that light. It says the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So it's a tough saying for these people to hear. Oh, what? We gotta go into captivity? We're in captivity now, man. So all this goes back to you guys because we are those gods fallen from our first estate, as the scripture goes into, man. You gotta balance it out. Go ahead.
Got another one, man. See, I got my old Bible today, man. This is Psalms chapter 18, verses 43 and 44. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. Verse 44. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me.
And in the NLT, it actually says foreign nations cringe at me. That's what that verse says in the NLT, at King David. So, and see, a Christian in Sunday school, you read about these stories, but when we tell you it's about to happen, you offended? What you mean? So do you not believe it happens? Because it's there. It's there, and it's Amos 9:11 says it's coming back.
That's right. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 55. It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Woo! This is the word of the Lord right here.
Right.
The Heavenly Father sees these heathen nations as spit, bro. That's the truth of the matter, whether you're offended in it or not. And trying to take up for these heathens is only going to get you destroyed right along with them.
Right.
If I can just... I got a quick precept, because even Solomon, the most wisest man that ever lived, for you Christian, he said the very same thing. Ecclesiastes 3 and 18. I said it in mine heart concerning the estates of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Beasts. These heathen nations need to be tamed. They need to be, the so-called white man needs to be put in a cage. Okay? These heathens need to be taught how to live. But the world is upside down right now. Okay, and you know, Jake is wicked. You do have a majority of our people that are wicked and have fallen into this beast-like nature, following after the rulership. But in all actuality, the way the Lord created the nations is the Israelites are the righteous. And the rest of these nations are beasts that need to be told what to do, and that's what's gonna happen.
There's gonna be it might be an Edomite zoo in the kingdom. You know how they put parrots in the cage and shit? They be trying to fly all crazy and frantic. And them Edomites gonna be going. It's like those videos we'll be seeing for Manatazah, I believe. You know, they be, oh kingdom. You know, they're gonna be through, man. Hey, at Spittle, right? Just like us, like if we go spit, you're not gonna like remember next week where the exact location. No, it's gonna be forgotten.
You know what? That's a good point. One of the, I don't know the name of the elder, but he made a video titled "Imagine Being an Edomite," and one of the points was how they're dishonorable in riches. You got these Edomites with billions of dollars, and nobody wants to be anything like them. That says a lot. Nobody wants to be like Warren Buffett. Nobody wants to be like Bill Gates. No kids are around like, ooh, let's try to be like Elon Musk. No,
they're trying to be like Mike.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They dishonorable in riches. That show you that these people are base people.
I had a quick precept. This has always been the hope of Israel. This is Acts 1 and 6, going into that kingdom. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
What kingdom is that talking about, Christians? What kingdom is that talking about? Come on now. That's talking about the throne of David. If you had some more, you want to expound on that?
Well, yeah, because when you go into the Old Testament, the kingdom during the day of King David, he had garrisons set up in Edom. He had garrisons set up in Moab. These people were paying tribute unto him. The 12 tribes were brought together. It was the 12 tribes, not the 12 tribes plus the other 17 nations, man. The kingdom is Israel put together, and all these other nations under the subjection of Yahweh Shai, King David, and the 144,000, man. That's what the kingdom is, man. Because salvation, all right, look, what does salvation go into? The salvation goes into a saving from somebody. When two countries go to war, there's a winner and there's a loser.
Right.
And at this current state, the scripture calls us the tail. But in the time to come, we shall be the head. So you cannot have two heads and one tail. No. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, because of riches gotten by ill gain, the kingdom is translated from one people unto the other. Who is that one people? Who doesn't have it?
That's right. That's right. Kingdom translated from one people to another. That's how the Lord gets down. He rises and falls nations.
Yeah.
But the scriptures say that the earth abideth forever.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to you Christians' doctrine, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? It's really out of this world. It's crazy.
I got another one, brother. Have one. This is Acts 13, man, verses 22 through 24. And when he had removed him, he raised unto him David to be their king, to whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. Verse 23, of this man's seed have the Most High, according to his promise, raised unto Israel a Savior, Yahweh Shai, whom John had first preached before his coming, the baptism of repentance to all the people of Israel. So it's plain, it's in the New Testament, because we was reading scriptures about salvation for Israel in the Old Testament. See, like, we got the Christians like do away with it. It's the Old Testament. It says salvation is only for Israel, and Yahweh Shai is the Savior. And this cuss ISUPK talking about John the Baptist fell out the truth too, because he prepared the way for Yahweh Shai, all right, to come. Just how like in these latter times, you got Rabbi Abba Bivens who prepared the way for the great and noble day of the Lord, man. So all you camps, man, are getting sliced up with the word, man. It's pretty much evident who has the truth, man. At this point, you don't have this. You've never had the spirit of prophecy, man. You just gimmicks and games, marches, all right, festivals, fashion shows. That's not of the Lord, man. You're supposed to bring out this word and preach to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
I got a quick precept just to build upon just to build upon salvation, which we know Yahweh Shai, his name is Yahweh Shai, right? Which is the name of Joshua. This is salvation. This is Yahweh Shai. Joshua 10 and 24. And it came to pass when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, Yahweh Shai, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel and said unto the captains of the men of war which went with him, come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. Woo. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. That's salvation. That's how we shine now. That's Yahweh Shai right there. That's our salvation, man. Right. So what's these? It's like
what is this talk of everybody can be saved? The gospel is salvation, being saved from your enemies.
Right.
And this is Luke chapter 1 and 68. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. All right, speaking of Yahweh Shai, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hands of all that hate us. So, and when you look throughout the history, Israel has always been the most preyed upon nation. All these heathens like to team up. Hey, Psalms 83. They are confederate to this day, to this very day, to keep the Israelites in a low estate. So we need salvation.
Yeah, you think about in Matthew the 2nd chapter, when Yahweh Shai and Joseph and Mary had to flee into Egypt, because there was an extermination of the Israelite males from what 2 years, and then back in ancient Egypt, the same thing happened, man. They were trying to exterminate the Israelite males. So it's always been, you know, these other nations showing their disdain towards the Israelites because they know these heathens, they know that Israel, all right, so you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are chosen people. They even know that they're Israelites, man. Except for you, Jakes out here that want to save the goddamn heathen, man. You know, so it's always been a system of the nations always conspiring against us, and you can read these accounts. You can read about Haman and Mordecai. You know, it's always Amalek. You know, it's always these nations that's coming against, starting with the Israelite man, trying to exterminate us, man. So why in the hell would you be for trying to save these people, man?
Right. They got the book of Judges. Book of Judges basically has every other nation having us in captivity.
Right. Yeah.
Killing our baby.
Right.
Like, you gotta kill. It's gotta come back.
Fucking devils, man.
This is Matthew 21:15. And when the chief priests and scribes saw the wonderful things that he did, and the children crying in the temple and saying, Hosanna, the son of David, they were sore displeased. And when you go into the Greek, which takes you to the Hebrew, that word is yeshai, and that word is to be saved. Our prayer has always been for salvation, even in the New Testament for you Christians, man. Salvation from who? From our enemies, as the brother's going into.
Right.
Go ahead.
Even I even thought of the scripture in Isaiah 30 or chapter 30 and chapter 31, going into how the Lord was getting on Israel for trusting in the heathen. Why? That has always been an ongoing narrative. Why is the Lord, if the Lord wants all people to be together, why is he mad at his people Israel for trusting in the heathen? No, when you look at the narrative of the Bible, the Lord is about sanctifying the Israelites from these heathen nations. He's always been telling Israel, trust me, that I can put you over these heathens.
Right.
That's the narrative of the Bible. But it's all that is completely dismissed, and then people just bring up John 3:16 like they just completely dismiss everything. Right. That's crazy.
No, I just got a good precept.
No, you got it.
This is Deuteronomy 7:6. Because Yahweh is a fulfiller of his promise. His word shall not come back unto him void, right? Ain't that what these Christians quote? Well, this is the promise. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thy God. The Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thy God, has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the earth. Above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. Above.
That's right.
So,
no, you got it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, we can go all day with these scriptures of the exclusivity of Israel.
Right.
And if we have these scoffers, you know, that's part of the movie. It is what it is, but you just wait till the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua makes his move.
Right.
Because he's in control of what's happening here on the earth. And the scriptures say he has set his bounds.
Yes.
The so-called white man isn't going to go a second longer than how long the Lord allowed him to be able to rule. Right. As soon as that time comes, he's done.
And this is all basic common knowledge, because we're only telling you what the people of this world tell you today. Everybody tells you not everybody gets a trophy. Not everyone is a winner. We're telling you the very same thing, but the only difference with us is we're talking about salvation. You know, the crown that doesn't wear out, man. Right. It's the same thing. But y'all don't want to get it. Y'all can get it because y'all have been blinded. The Most High is not dealing with you. That's why Yahweh Shai himself said, pray not for these people. So if Yahweh Shai is not praying for his own people, where do these other nations who never took a part in our judgments, where do they come in at? Make that make sense.
Right. But salvation is not for all of these nations, because if it wouldn't make sense. Everybody, like the brother just said, not everybody gets a trophy. How could everybody rule the earth at the same time?
Right.
How can everybody rule the earth at the same time? So yeah, when it comes down to any of you scoffers, it's just disbelief. You really don't believe that the Lord is going to do what's in this Bible. You really don't believe it, but that's okay.
He's too busy eating chicken sandwiches and shit.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, this is 1 Samuel 12 and 22. For the Lord would not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it hath pleased the Lord to make you his people.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's pretty much evident, man. All right, the Lord, all right, created Jacob, which is synonymous with Israel, which is synonymous with Zion. The same thing. It's just different words. The same people, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's another thing. They like, they like to say, oh, God, in Christianity, like to say, oh, God did away with the Israelites. There's plenty of scriptures.
What are you talking about?
That goes to show you Israel's still here. Right. And it's identified by Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man, the curses. Or we are a proverb and a byword. We'd be called blacks, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. That's evidence that we're still here to this day.
Yep. One thing that was beautiful about that verse you read is the Lord said, for his name's sake.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord, everything that's about to happen here in the earth, the Lord is going to do it for his name's sake. Not even for us. That's why we come in this humble spirit, and we Lord willing, we are these men, because the Lord is going to have I'm gonna just put it like this: the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna rule the world forever, because the Lord Yahweh promised it.
That's right.
He said it was gonna happen. And if he let these heathen nations get away with being able to ruin this earth, that would be on his name. That would literally go against what's written in this Bible. He's not gonna let that happen.
Precept just to prove what the brother's going into. Ezekiel 12 and 20 and 22. Son of man, what is the proverb that you have in the land of Israel? Because there's a lot of scoffers, all right? Saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth. Verse 23, here's the point. Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. And part of that vision is that these other nations, starting with the Edomites, the self-proclaimed white race, are going into captivity. The same way that you guys were chopping off our hands, the same way that you stole land from the so-called Hispanics, the same way that you're rounding us up to this day, that same captivity is coming to you, man.
For you.
That's the vision written. Thus saith the scriptures, man. It's not us saying it. That's the beauty of the word, man. All right, because you can prove a man wrong, right? What does the scripture say? If this be of man, it shall come to naught. This is not of man.
Right.
This is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And it doesn't matter how you try to twist those scriptures, man. Salvation is only for Israel. It ain't for nobody else.
Yep. Hey, and you know, it's amazing what the Lord is about to do. If you had if you had some alien come look at the world right now, and we told them, hey, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be ruling at the end, they'd be like, how? How is that going to happen? Right now, we are in no position to ever be able to make that come to pass.
Yeah.
So it has to be the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yes, sir.
Slavery. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And ultimately, you can get that same blessing of the sword going all the way back in Genesis, man. To this day, he's still swinging that sword because that's the only way he knows how to live. Excuse me.
Yep.
All right? He's going to die without that sword. That's why he's keeping it, tucked in and close to him.
Yep.
Doing what he do, Continuing on, here's the patience and faith of the saints.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The people on that side only, okay? Our nation, not the whole world.
It said the patience and the faith of the saints. And there's another scripture, Psalms 147 goes into that. Of what is the glory of the saints? It's to execute vengeance on the heathen.
Yeah.
What is that talking about, Christians? To execute vengeance on the heathen.
Yeah.
But then they'll try to pull out scriptures like, oh, love your enemy. But that's talking about your fellow Israelite.
Yeah.
But you can't break down the Bible without making it contradict itself.
Yeah, I got a quote. This is from Robert Kennedy. This he says, but suppose God is black. What if we go to heaven and we all our lives had treated the Negro as inferior, and God is there, and we look up and He is not white? What then is our response? You know, they know that Most High is a so-called black man. They didn't know that His son is from the tribe of Judah. All right, they know. All right, and yeah, He knows that these Kennedys and these upper echelon elites, man, they know that starting with the so-called black man is the top man of the earth, and you're gonna see that. And what was that song we had where it said all nations shall bow down to the Israelite man? That's what's gonna happen, man. They know. It's just our people don't know. All right, that's what's coming, man. That's a perfect example of what the brother's talking about. That's salvation. That's salvation. All right, you got all these nations bowed down to starting with the so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, man. All right, that's a perfect example of what's going to happen. Ruling with that scepter right there. Yep. All right, all nations bowing down before. All right, the Israelite man. That's what's coming to the earth right now. That's the transition that's being made. Yep. That's why you see these man. This is one brother. He got a page, and he got all these heathen women talking about their love for the so-called black man. More than ever, all these other nations got something for the so-called black man. Why is that? It's a transition that's being made here on earth.
Black man.
Yeah.
Hey, what about us?
Hey, they love the northern tribe too. You know what I'm saying? Like they love the northern tribe too, man. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, these white women love every other man on the earth except their own men.
Right. Right.
This is Ezekiel 25:14. It says, and I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh.
So that's prophecy. The Lord said He's going to use one people to lay vengeance on another people. Mm-hmm. But then you got a Christian that'll bring out a scripture, say, oh, you're supposed to love your enemies. Well, explain to Ezekiel 25:14. You can't make the Bible go together without contradicting it. So the Lord does deal with vengeance, and He's going to use one people to do it against another. Yep. And that's in the scriptures. That's right. And that's ultimately salvation. Okay? Hey, but if no other brothers have any closing remarks, we're going to close it out. Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to close it out giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Once again, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to you hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.